Hey guys, I don't know if you can hear me over the music, but I'm going to turn that down. Yeah, well, this is the time lapse of me building the plane showed in the video, obviously. Uh, yeah, well, I'll be working on this for the next, don't know how long, but I'll be improving the plane if I learn any new tricks. But, this is what I have currently. Um, The plane is based off, well, a couple different things. I wanted it to be somewhat of a light fighter, but also multi-role. Um, you can see inspirations from a lot of planes, like the MiG-29, the Su-27, or not MiG-15, the F-15, and others as well. But yeah, I'm really at this stage. I'm testing out wing shapes, and what I like. I changed this a lot, but eventually ended up on something that gave me more fuel. Uh, I wanted a slightly V-tail. It's angled at I think like 80 degrees. I don't remember. Um, and I did have to work with the fly-by-wire, so it didn't uh, topple over immediately once I inputted something. Uh, but yeah, I was working with the engine against it, trying to get as much thrust as possible without going over. I think it was like 5.5 kilograms per second of fuel at Mach 1. Obviously, it's going to be slightly more than that. At higher speeds. But yeah. Uh, just doing test flights and stuff. Messing with wing shapes, messing with cockpit. Uh, yeah. I said I was going to do like an actual custom cockpit on this video, but I lied. I don't know how to do those. I will learn in sometime in the near future, and come back and revisit this plane and give it whatever. Yeah, well, I'm just adding on the all of the smooth things. I actually experimented with a delta wing here, which I did test flight, but I also added a back vertical stabilizer. I actually made the engine smaller than what they originally were. They were originally 1 meter diameter, or not diameter, and maybe diameter. I'm not actually sure. But doing some aerial rolling. Except I didn't use a calculator. I just like kind of curved it in where the wings were, which to me was good enough. I looked at the engine from the from what a from a plane I designed previously, and here's me doing like just the wing. Like I don't know how to call it. Like kind of like an extension, but it, you see it on the F-16 very clearly. Uh, I guess just blending the wing in with the fuselage, that type of thing. But this is where, like I said before, I had canards, and a back vertical stabilizer. And I actually had more engine power at this stage, but I decided I wanted more efficiency because even with the current uh, more efficient engine, it's the maximum fuel, like internal fuel, is only about 15 minutes, 17 minutes of full afterburner time. So yeah, messing with fuel tanks. Yeah, I mean, just trying to put them in a good space. I don't really have anything to say. Just test flying, tweaking with stuff. I did have a paint job. I did eventually put a paint job on this plane, but I actually removed it for the actual like showcase because I didn't like it that very much. Yeah, I got rid of some of the texture like details and stuff, and making it more smooth and doing the landing gear, doing like a kind of uh, I don't know what it's called actually. I just it was some sort of like making vortexes, something for making vortexes above the wing. I had a lot of trouble fitting the landing gear on this plane. I had to do it sort of like an F-16 where some of the intake went up a little, and oh, I got rid of the cards. That's cool. So what I'm saying is, I pushed like the internal intake up so I could fit the landing gear below the intake, and I also need to learn how to do landing bay doors because I did not do that for this plane. But I'll fix it another time because I don't know how to do those yet. Eventually, I ended up with like a kind of sort of tapered wing, except it's it's kind of like the MiG 29 looking, or no, right now is more looking like a MiG 29 wing. I think eventually it comes. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just my own wing shape. Kind of like the YF-23's wing shape, except it's less like angled at the front. My computer fell asleep. Wow. I haven't been moving my mouse or anything. Just trying to watch the video and do the commentary. Yeah, I extended the uh, front part of the fuselage because I thought the nose looked a bit too short. This is just me experimenting, flying, experimenting, flying, doing all of the normal flyout stuff. But yeah, I did add a HUD eventually to the plane, but I didn't really make the custom cockpit for it because I'm lazy and I don't know how to do that. Not a good one, at least. I can obviously try to make a crappy looking cockpit, but I'm not going to do that. Here was me testing like the max altitude and maximum like speed it could reach, which was more like a streak eagle. Like there was an F-15 uh, that there was an F-15, a production model F-15 that they just stripped of all paint, all of the most of the electronics, and no armament or anything. It was called the Streak Eagle, and it broke a lot of world records. Um, and it was just my version of that, me testing how fast it, how uh, how high it could go, which was Mach 2.3 at around 18,000 meters, which is about 55,000 feet, if I remember correctly. And this was me testing thrust vectoring because I haven't done that in an actual plane. Uh, oh yeah, I did ask help for the camo, but it still turned out really crappy, so I just removed it in the end. Um, yeah, it was it was yellow and red. Um, no, I didn't know how to do the camos at all, so yeah. I just put stuff on there actually. Um, the tail section was based off the SU-27 tail. I know that. That was one of the things that I really wanted to do with this plane, and I wanted it to be like a fourth gen multi-role, and eventually I want to do an upgrade to like 4.5 gens. So I make like the fuselage more angled for like stealth reasons. Make more of a V-tail. Uh, have an internal weapons bay because in between the engines there's nothing there, and I could make that into like some sort of F-35 shape where there's like a internal weapons bay, but not right now. Uh, Especially when I don't know how to do internal weapons and stuff. Yeah. This is just me adding the like final touches, missiles, pylons, all that. And originally it was just gonna be all like uh, air superiority, but in the end I changed it to having missiles, drop tanks, I believe rockets, and HMs. This is just like the final test flight before I ended like the video and stuff. So yeah, well, I'll see you in the actual showcase of the video. P.S. I did the showcase before the time lapse, so just a heads up. Oh yeah, P.S. number two. I cut out a bunch of stall words in this clip, so I have to use new recordings. By the way, why do I sound so depressed in this audio? Like, not all of it, just the start. Hello. So today, I'll just be showcasing my new aircraft. Yep, I'll just be flying it, launching missiles at targets, and yeah, let's start. So for the armaments, I put two 23mm autocannons, see right there, and they fire at 1600 RPM per gun. So that's a total of 3200 RPM, and you'll see that when I fire it, like that. Uh-huh. Hopefully the audio is synced up to enough to the video because I have to record it separately because OBS makes my headphones have like a static effect and I don't like it, so I'm just gonna use some other audio recording software. Um, I've been messing with the fly-by-wire. It's limited to about 8 Gs. I don't really think I can bump it up anymore. Or else it'll get too unstable and want to flip over on its back. So I'll be spawning 2 target drones for now because I don't really want to do 6. Let's do 4. 4 seems like 1, 2, 3, splash 1, splash 2, splash 3, and let me find the other target. It's over there. Let's just spawn 2 more. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, for the secondary armament, well, it's really the main armament, but still, I'm too used to War Thunder stuff, so I call the missiles, rockets, and AGMs like just the secondary armament. It can hold up to, it has 14 pylons, if I counted right. 8, yeah, okay. 6 on the wing, 2 at the middle for missiles, or 6 on each wing, so that's 12 and 14. And I usually wanted to do fuel tanks for one of them, but for this showcase, it's not really necessary. I won't be flying for 14 minutes, and I can turn off the afterburner for some extra time if needed. Though I do want to get there quicker, so I will turn on full afterburner. Everything looks good. May want to put -1 for trim. And after all of my missiles are out, I will be spawning in some surface air missile carriers and try to dodge some missiles and shoot off the AGMs. Yeah, I'm going to have 1%, -1% trim, so it climbs a little bit. Yeah, this should be good. As you can see, the engines are very strong. I had them. I made them myself. They're called the Dragon 5Fs, and yeah, I mean it's really just what the plane's based off of. If I go down a bit lower, I'm pretty sure the most amount of thrust it can generate is about 120 kilonewtons. Don't know how much that is in thrust or pound forces or whatever, but yeah. Probably a little less because I tested the test run of the engine was at Mach 1 and at sea level 0 meters. So let's see. Decrease engine powers. I'm gonna try not to kill myself on a tree. And max engine power is, oh, I see. It's probably at Mach 1.2 or something. Maybe more. Don't know. But, yeah. 100, it does at least 105. So I'm gonna spawn in some surface air missiles, probably like 6 or so, and, try to take care of them without, getting splashed myself. And the countermeasure pod is at the very back of the tail, and there's one on each, both top and bottom. Ah, I see the problem. Don't know why I have rocket pods though, and AGMs probably are better to use. Okay, so I need to spawn in one. I'll just spawn in a tank. There's one surface air missile there, there's a tank over here, and I'm going for this sand currently, so see if I can get a good lock on it. I can. Let's go for another target. And try to dodge these missiles that are coming for me. Dodge one, make sure there aren't any more. But that should be a slash. There we go. Yeah, I mean, just like in War Thunder, well, what the missiles in War Thunder are harder to dodge, but you can just do a barrel roll and you might be able to dodge the missile. Kind of weird thinking about it. Anyway, this tank, I can get a lock on it, though I'm not gonna fire until I'm at around 6 kilometers. And we've reached 6 kilometers, so I'm gonna fire it now. I've learned from I've learned that if you fire it from too close, it compensates, and if you fire it too far, it doesn't have the energy to get to the target. Oh no! I'm gonna go down and do what I do in War Thunder, which is hug the ground and hope that missiles don't hit the ground before they hit. I'm going to. It seems a bit unstable right now. Oh, that's a lot of missiles. Okay. It seems a bit unstable, so I'm gonna reduce engine power. Also, I don't want these vapor trails. I can get rid of that now. I can also put on a autopilot so I don't. Oh, can I move it? Thank you. Current. Gauge. Why not? It's alright. I always want to Mach 2. There we go. Gauge. There we go. That should be better. Actually, it's getting a bit close, so I'm going to. Okay, make sure I have my AGMs. Turn off engine. See if I can hit a lock. I can't, so I'm just gonna switch to this or rockets. Okay. I don't know if that. I don't know if I like that launch, but it's alright if it doesn't hit. Oh, wow. It's actually better than I thought. Okay, we have three AGMs left and a couple of rockets. I again can't go for the. Oh no. It's getting unstable. Yeah, I mean, I should. It's at point 8. The pitch or I've maxed out the reduction on the fly-by-wire, and it's at point 8 times what the pitch normally is. So I guess I'm, or 0.85. I think. Okay, we got him. I'm just not gonna have the afterburner on. If we run, just spawning more targets. 1, 2. What's over there? I'll just go for that one. What is collective? I have no idea. I need to look that up because I have no idea what that does. Hold on, let me look at the settings. Does it say? Yeah, I'll just look that up, actually. Let me... Just give me a second. Collective aircraft... What is that? Collective pitch control is simply collective with thrust lever. It's located on the left side of the pilot seat and soft. Yeah, pitch angle of the main rotor. What? This is for helicopters. Okay. Yeah, let me see the difference between negative 100 collective and like. Yeah, I don't know what this does, so I'm just gonna leave it on 100%. But yeah, I mean, it flies well. Uh, see how much, can it pull? 16, 15 degrees, which isn't bad. Especially with the fly-by-wire stuck at 8 Gs. I can't really improve it much more unless I want to change the wing shape, which I don't want to do. To make it okay, let's see, and lock and okay, and slash. Did that missile just do a freaking loop-de-loop? That's impressive. Oh no, I'm not launching at 70 freaking kilometers away. That's just not happening. Alright, if that's the case, since I'm running low on fuel, I might just how long has it been? 16 minutes? Yeah, yeah, no. I think I'm just gonna do a landing on this and go edit the video. Hey guys, Editor Bopler here. Well, I failed in the landing, and I crashed to the ground because my plane has a bit of low speed stability issues. The clip is showing right now. Uh-oh. Oh my, it does not want... Can we pull up? No, we can't. Womp womp. Explosion. Kaput. Well, that's the end of the video, so thanks for watching. Kindly do the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, share this with a friend, watch more of my content, and I'll see you next time. Bye.